A man may imagine things that are false, but he can only understand things that are true, for if the things be false, the apprehension of them is not understanding. Absolute, true, and mathematical time, of itself, and from its own nature, flows equably without relation to anything external. All knowledge and understanding of the universe was no more than playing with stones and shells, on the seashore of the vast imponderable ocean of truth. All my discoveries have been made in answer to prayer. As a blind man has no idea of colors, so we have no idea of the manner by which the all-wise God perceives and understands all things. Atheism is so senseless and odious to mankind, that it never had many professors. Atheism is so senseless. When I look at the solar system, I see the Earth at the right distance from the Sun, to receive the proper amounts of heat and light. This did not happen by chance. Errors are not in the art, but in the artificers. God created everything by number, weight, and measure. Godliness consists in the knowledge, love, and worship of God, humanity in love, righteousness and good offices towards man. Gravity explains the motions of the planets, but it cannot explain who sets the planets in motion. He who thinks half-heartedly will not believe in God, but he who really thinks has to believe in God. I can calculate the motion of heavenly bodies, but not the madness of people. I consider my greatest accomplishment to be lifelong celibacy. I do not think that the universe can be explained only by natural causes, and are forced to impute to the wisdom and ingenuity of an intelligent. I keep the subject of my inquiry constantly before me, and wait till the first dawning opens gradually, by little and little, into a full and clear light. I know not how I seem to others, but to myself, I am but a small child wandering upon the vast shores of knowledge, every now and then finding a small bright pebble to content myself with, while the vast ocean of undiscovered truth lay before me. I see I have made myself a slave to philosophy. I shall not mingle conjectures with certainties. If I am anything, which I highly doubt, I have made myself so, by hard work. If I had stayed for other people to make my tools and things for me, I had never made anything. If I have done the public any service, it is due to my patient thought. If I have ever made any valuable discoveries, it has been due more to patient attention than to any other talent. If I have seen further than others, it is by standing upon the shoulders of giants. If others would think as hard as I did, then they would get similar results. If you are affronted, it is better to pass it by in silence, or with a jest, though with some dishonor, than to endeavor revenge. If you can keep reason above passion, that and watchfulness will be your best defenders. In the absence of any other proof, the thumb alone would convince me of God's existence. Is not fire a body, heated so hot as to emit light copiously? For what else is a red-hot iron than fire? And what else is a burning coal than red-hot wood? Live your life as an exclamation, rather than an explanation. My powers are ordinary. Only my application brings me success. My principal method for defeating error and heresy is by establishing the truth. One purpose is to fill a bushel with tares, but if I can fill it first with wheat, I may defy his attempts. Nature does nothing in vain, when less will serve, for nature is pleased with simplicity, and affects not the pomp of superfluous causes. Nature is very consonant and conformable with herself. No great discovery was ever made, without a bold guess. Philosophy is such an impertinently litigious lady, that a man had as good be engaged in lawsuits, as have to do with her. Physics, beware of metaphysics. Plato is my friend, Aristotle is my friend, but my greatest friend is truth. Poetry is a kind of ingenious nonsense. Tact is the art of making a point, without making an enemy. The best way to understanding is a few good examples. The changing of bodies into light, and light into bodies, is very conformable to the course of nature, which seems delighted with transmutations. The great ocean of truth lay all undiscovered before me. The way to chastity is not to struggle directly with incontinent thoughts, but to avert the thoughts by some employment, or by reading, or meditating on other things. The wonderful arrangement and harmony of the cosmos would only originate in the plan of an almighty omniscient being. This is and remains my greatest comprehension. To arrive at the simplest truth requires years of contemplation. To explain all nature is too difficult a task for any one man, or even for any one age. To me, there has never been a higher source of earthly honor or distinction than that connected with advances in science. Truth is ever to be found in the simplicity, and not in the multiplicity and confusion of things. Truth is the offspring of silence and meditation. We are to admit no more causes of natural things than such as are both true and sufficient to explain their appearances. Where both are friends, it is right to prefer truth. You have to make the rules, not follow them. What we know is a drop, what we don't know is an ocean.